Person, persona. Although alike, they mean different things. I ain't talking about persona the game, but rather persona with its definition being the image that a certain individual projects to the rest of the world. This does not have to align with what you actually feel, act, or any other behaviors, meaning there's a difference between the internal aspects of a person and their outward persona, their projection to the world. So as I see it. For the majority of my younger years, I think it would be fair to say for me that I projected myself the way that I did not want to. By that I mean the way that I am nonetheless, with sometimes very little filter. Ignorant, yet caring when need to be, stupid, yet thoughtful when asked. Some things started to change after high school, mainly due to personal reasons and feeling like I needed to be a different person to fit in, and it was hidden. Who I truly was isn't shown as much, but rather hidden in certain areas. From what I've seen and experienced, when a person wants to try to fit into a certain type of group, they may need to change certain aspects, habits, skills, what have you, to try to seem normal to the rest. This is not to say that this is going to be the case for every situation and person, but such was my case for a majority of things. I believe that humans need to feel comfort in seeking attention, acceptance, or some appreciation from others at some point in their life, hence why their persona may differ from what their actual person is. You may not exactly get others to like you if you're known and shown as a quote unquote cool kid to some of your friends. So you fake your attitude till you own it or show others a different view of you that differs from what you've been described as. I'm not trying to say that you having a persona is a bad thing, nor that you should lie in a certain way about who you are to try to fit into a certain situation or for a certain experience for every single occasion. There will be risk in trying to juggle who you are and how you want to show who you are. You might start to feel like an imposter, someone that isn't really living in your shoes and don't even know who you really are anymore, or start to have doubts as to what you as a person want to be. But rest assured, there are going to be moments where you need to switch up, where you need to be real, and when you need to be fake as well. The best example I can provide of having a persona and a person is you going to work and you going home. You can relax, express yourself freely, maybe for some to a certain degree, and the moment you get to work, you have a different game face on. You get to work, focus on your task, and maybe fool around when acceptable, but you cannot be truly yourself in this workplace. You have to put a bit of your silliness, your goofiness, any other habits and attributes away for a minute that may not be seen as appropriate in the workplace. You can bring some aspects of your true person into work, but that does not mean you are able to freely be yourself at work, how you can be at home. I don't know about your job, but I know if I started cursing, fooling around, and half assing my work when working with kids at swimming, something bad's gonna happen very fast. This is not to say that you should get your persona and person mixed up, or better relating to what I was describing before, bring some of your troubles to the wrong people. Take, for example, a bad situation that happened with friends, and you bring that up to anyone you meet in the club. Do you think it's gonna fare well to everyone when they hear your sob story? Sometimes you gotta put on a mask as to what happened, be in the moment, and start to enjoy what you have in front of you when presented. Then, at the appropriate time, focus on tackling any issues or problems that you have at hand. Uh, I will say as well, usually for most of these, I have a script that I just read off of. So, but going off a little bit of a tangent and talking just l- out of with no script at all. It's 2:22. Uh, Yesterday was somewhat of a busy day, and somewhat relating to this as well. I feel like it's also very hard for people to know when the real you starts and when others' influence has started to take an effect on you as well. And just be wary about that as well. I've realized that it's taken a bit of a toll on me. I'm not the same person as I was, and I'm not likely going to be the same person that I am right now in 10 years. But I don't want to be such a big drastic change from who I am now to the future that people are not going to recognize who I am. I lose friendships or I can't really keep in contact with people that I want to keep in contact with still. But the main point that I'm trying to say is that I've realized from work yesterday is you got to really know who you are. It's a bit of a weird thing because I like to see you, like, I guess talking about me, as a mix of many things. Your experiences, your background, your history, parents, friends, what have you, all of that takes into consideration. But it's also just you putting your twist on it pretty much. You have all these aspects and different habits, different skills that make you unique. And when you start to take more from others and not really putting your own twist to it, that's when it gets dangerous. My example being that I've started to be working, and this is, I've worked in the shop for a while, but I've worked with crude people, crass people, people that just curse you, curse out, get angry really fast, whatever, and that's been affecting me as well. I had a situation last week where it was a very bad day for me. I didn't ask for help. That's a personal issue, but um, nonetheless, I lashed out. And I'm not one to usually lash out. I will lash out. I can't deny that, but I lashed out way, way too easily. I couldn't control myself, and I regret that. But nonetheless, the main point of this one is just try to become your own person, and at the same time, maybe hide a little bit in accordance to what you have. But if this one felt like it didn't make much sense, don't worry about it. I don't blame you either. Either. At the end, I wasn't sure if I even made sense or even had my point come across at all. But that was the episode for this one. I hope you got something out of it, even if it felt like this wasn't one of my best works. Yeah. I'll see you in the next one then. Ciao.